What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. It is currently how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently T-minus 5 or 6 days before I actually fly out to Playlist Live Orlando. You know, I can't wait. It should be a great event. You know, I'm gonna try to vlog and get as much for you guys as I can. I haven't done a little challenge for you guys as far as the ET challenge in a little while because I've been trying to create more content for you guys. But the first thing I'm gonna say is from the DMs that I've been receiving from everyone, and everyone hitting me up, telling me the things that they're going through, the positives and the negatives. I just want to say this: you have to genuinely learn how to love your life. Like, I know it's not an easy thing because we go through things that feel like it's the end of the world. You know, I went through heartbreaks that felt like the end of the world. You know, I lost basketball games that felt like the end of the world. When I lost Kobe, you know, I cried for some time. Like, I didn't even think that I even had that much emotion exuberated in my body, you know. But one thing I've learned is that you have to really enjoy your freaking life. Like, you have to really just embrace it. You know, everything that comes with it. Because a lot of us don't even realize how much we're used to our lifestyle that we're ungrateful. You know what I mean? Like, there's times when, before this, you know, I had to struggle to, you know, to find food when I was younger. Not because, like, my mom was broke or stuff like that, but because, you know, I had to fend for myself. I didn't really want to ask her for too much, you know. So, you know, pork and beans and Frank's was, like, one of my top meals. I'll probably bust that down right now. Certain relationships that I had as far as with family members, you know, dispersed and didn't actually grow into anything. There's people that are orphans, you know. If you're an orphan, you know, I support you 100%. There are people that don't have a roof over their head, don't have a meal for a couple of days. There are people that have to drink water from mud piles, you know what I mean? And when you put it into perspective like that, you know, I know you probably like, you know, that's not my life. But that's exactly why we should be, you know, grateful and really be happy about, you know, how far we've came. We should be ecstatic, you know, just to know, like, the things that we have around us and all of that. One thing that got me into vlogging is, you know, it's like my video diary. You know, people nowadays get caught in the highlights of Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and they only post it to get the reaction and attention of the people around. I genuinely record and stuff like that so I could have a diary to look back on what I've done, what I've accomplished. I think you should do the same things. I think the moments of you looking back and actually, you know, remember what happened in this moment, you know, remember the laughter, the sadness, the whatever. Like I said, you know, you can't have one without the other. You can't have the good without the bad. You can't have the ugly without the sad. You know, all of this matters. All of this matters to me. So I feel like we gotta embrace our life, you know, and kind of step out of the comfort zone. Some things are not understood. Some heartbreaks, some ways we're treated, some ways that we go through things are not understood. But, you know, we'll get through it. You know, right now I'm going through a little something I don't want to make public, and it's just of my own choice. I'm in a great space in my life, but I can always be in a better space. You know, my relationship with God is decent, but it could always be better. You know, I'm appreciative of life, but I can appreciate it, you know, a little bit more. It's just we get so caught up in trying to be social media ready. Oh my God, you know, social media says I have to have this by this time. If by the age of 29, 30, if you would have told me, like, oh, Matt, you wouldn't have a wife and kids, you know, your own place, 2 cars, NBA contract, everybody chanting your name, I'd be like, what? You tripping, you know? So that's where I was at one point. Now, you know, where I'm at now, I'm actually kind of good, kind of content on where I'm at. You know, I'm really happy with everything I'm doing. I'm really happy creating content for you guys, and you got to just start telling people around you, like, you know, yo, I love you, you know, I care for you, you know, you matter to me. I appreciate what you do in my life. I appreciate the moments and the things that we have, because a lot of people don't realize people aren't going to last as long. You don't know what a person is going through mentally. You don't know what a person is going through emotionally. You don't know if this is going to be the last time that you ever see this person. So I feel like you should achieve every moment like it's the last. Like, every time I play basketball, you know, I try to go as hard as I can. Some games, you know, I'm kind of like, but most of the time, I'm always going as hard as I can because I don't know if that's going to be the last time that I hoop. You know, like, there's been times that I've gotten injuries where I couldn't touch a basketball for some time, and I was stressed. Stress. And just knowing little things like basketball, you know, to have a little orange ball with, you know, all of these lines on it has taken me all around the world. Has gotten me to the point that I've met you guys. Has gotten me to the point that I've met most of my friends. Basically all of my friends. I mean, even for this YouTube channel, it started because of basketball, you know? And that's one thing that I cannot take for granted. So right now on the menu we have, you have to love your life. You got to take pictures. You got to, you know, experience and keep the moments. You know, that's one of the things that you have to really understand. And you do have to tell people like, yo, like I love you. Tell yourself like I love you. If nobody loves you, I'm going to love us for the both of us. That's what you got to understand. You have to love yourself for the both of us. And it's very hard to do that. It's very hard when you have everyone around you, you know, telling you, you know, you're not good enough. You're not better. You know, you won't be nothing. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. But this is one thing that people don't really understand. Talk to strangers. I know it sounds crazy. We've been told our whole life, you know, don't talk to strangers. But what I realized is when I went to school in West Virginia, I could not walk in the street without people saying hi to me. Like, it was like they were conscious of saying hi to me. And at first I was like, you know, being from New York, I'm like, yo, chill. Like, everybody was saying hi to me. What's up? Like, what you want? What you want? You a cop? Like, you know, stop saying what's up to me. But over the course of time, I said what's up to everybody and hi to everybody in the city, in the town. Then everyone began to know who I was. And off of that, you know, the interactions, the attention, the love just grew. I brought that back to the city, and, you know, me coming to the city, I was saying hi to everyone. And people used to walk past me like, I don't know you, you know. And it's just cool. But me knowing that I can interact with somebody without having to be a gangster, without having to be tough, like, you know, I can't speak to nobody, does change your life. It does. Like, you know, I don't have that chip on my shoulder to wonder if, like, you know, I have beef or things like that. You guys should also think like that. Like, you know what I mean? If you're nice to a person, I mean, some people are just going to still be, you know, dummies. But you choose how your day goes. Honestly. Like, you have to wake up with the intention of wanting to be happy. You have to wake up with the intention of wanting to be better. You have to wake up with the intention of wanting to love your life and wanting to love things around you. You can't expect all of these things and then not do nothing for it. You know, how are you going to be happy? What are you going to do to make yourself happy? What are you going to do to keep yourself afloat? What are you going to do to keep yourself pushing? What are you going to do to keep this ball rolling? You got to think of something that's going to help you get over the hump, because you can't sit in that moment saying you hate your life or saying that you don't like this and you don't like that and you're not doing nothing to make that better. All you're doing is complaining. I can't talk to a person that doesn't have a solution for their own problems. You know what I mean? Like, if you come to me and you're like, yo, Matt, you know, I need help. Copy, I'm with it. But once I talk to you, what are you going to do to make that happen? I can't respect a person that doesn't want to get out of that situation. How do you want me to understand what you're going through when I fight through everything I go through? Whether it's a good battle or a bad battle, I go to situations with the intention of trying to solve it, to fix it, because I like happiness more than I like sadness. I understand the process of sadness, but the happiness is what I have to achieve. The happiness is our trophies. The sadness and the hardship and the scars and everything that we go through, that's our hard work that we put behind closed doors that most people don't see. It's not everyone's understanding to go through, to know what you're going through as far as emotionally and mentally. You know, you have to really think of things that got you to this point. I always say this: God did not bring you this far just to bring you this far. And that is I might actually make that into some merchandise. God did not bring you this far just to bring you this far. That might actually be one of my newest merchandise I might drop. Seriously, like, I'm genuinely thinking about it. Like, you know what I mean? You have to do things that you're scared to do. I promise you, once I jumped out of a plane, my life changed. I was like, oh my God, my life changed. You know, it changed so drastically because it was like, yo, you just jumped out of a plane, 15,000 feet in the air. And you worried about what? You arguing with girls because, you know, they flirt with somebody else. You arguing with your mom because, you know, you didn't wash the bathroom. Matt, wash the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many dumb things that I was doing. And I'm telling you, once I took that leap of faith, man, everything took off. I was like, yo, this is lit. Like, I'm on one. Things about to change. My life is about to change. I'm about to be better. I'm about to be more. I'm about to be great. And that is what you have to focus on. That's what you have to understand. If you're not trying to do that, then it's really kind of hard to, you know, get yourself over that hump. It's really kind of hard. I'm telling you, like, you know, and that's one of the things, like, so many of us die with the intention of what I could have done. Like, even if you've done everything in your life, you know, some people die with the intention of what I could have done. Don't. Like, Like, make a checklist and actually knock off your checklist. Like, there was a couple of years ago where I was like, if I died today, I'll be okay with it. I was like, I went to college, I graduated, I had the ideal life for someone looking into. No, I have too much life to live. I have too many people to affect. I have too many lives that are caught up in how are we gonna get over this hump? How are we gonna get it done? We have to figure it out. We have to. And we're so caught up in, and being on our phones and stuff like that, and it's like, this one isn't talking to me. This one isn't talking to me. Oh, this one didn't like my picture. Oh, yo, enjoy your life, man. Like, really embrace it. Really understand where you at. Really look around and just appreciate the moments. Create moments. Create moments. That energy you putting into arguing with a person, that energy you putting into worrying if the person's thinking about you, that energy you putting into, bro, I know it's gonna be hard, but you gotta let that go. Ladies, love yourself first. Fellas, mental health is the most important thing amongst us. We cannot give nothing else to anyone else if we are not have a strong foundation within ourselves. Promise you. Promise you, I promise you, I promise you. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys always know it's a blessing, man. I got another video dropping for you guys today. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I might drop it right after. I might not even premiere it. I might just drop it. But I need all you guys to go to it. I need you guys to spam it up, comment it up, let me know what you think. And most of all, big blessings, big love. It's your boy Matt Thomas, it's your boy Royalty. I love my life. And I love you guys more. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and supporting me. Alright? Talk to you later.